up everyone, it's your girl Alice and you're tuned into Art Club, the best art show in the whole of East Africa. Ini ile show yenye tunakuletea the best of the best all over Kenya. Utaonea hapa from the comfort of your home every single Friday at 8:30 p.m. Hope your week has been amazing. My week has been awesome. Unajua kwa nini? Because this is the week for Miss Universe 2024. Aki nimekuwa nikingojea, but this is the week. It's happening pale Mexico. It's the 73rd edition ya Miss Universe Kenya. Ya Miss Universe, sorry. So Irene Ngendo ndo alikuanga crowned a few months ago Miss Universe Kenya, and she has already gone to represent us pale kwa Miss Universe in Mexico. Now the auditions, the competitions ilianza on Monday. There were different competitions going on, like 130 contestants ndio walikuanga na shoot. So they are going for the crown. But the crown is worth $5.5 million, si Kenyan shillings, dollars. And the queen who is going to win, number one, atapewa $250,000. That is equivalent to 32,250,000. Unaweza fanya nini na hiyo pesa? Also, they're going to be given a fancy apartment pale New York City with full expenses, living expenses. Pia watapewa one whole year of free clothes, shoes, yani everything. Alafu pia they're going to be traveling in style because watakuwa wanaenda na private jet, si ndio? So Irene Ngendo, we voted for you. Miss Universe Kenya, we voted for you. Bring it home, sindio? Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. Na kama unajua uko nyumbani, aki uko na gift, uko na talent, aki DM me on my Instagram at Alice Kamanza, sindio? Wacha tuoneshe watu huku nje what you have, sindio? Yeah. So our riddle for today, guys. What word begins with E and ends with E, but only has one letter? What word begins with E and ends with E but only has one letter? Maswali fupi fupi pale kwa SMS line at 21144, au sio? So kama kawaida, we have a very short art clip for you. As you can see, art is not all about painting na brushes pekee. You can use different mediums, sindio? So now our guest pia wa leo, it's all about, anajua everything about mixed media. Anatumia mixed media, anatumia acrylic, anatumia oil, lakini I'll let him introduce himself. Karibu.
Hello. Hi. My name is Raphael Saleti, and I do mostly mixed media, but I do a lot of different styles. Nilianza na pencil, black and white, and so I transitioned from pencil to watercolor, to acrylic, to oil, to mixed media, and I'm still exploring.
So I'm really a fan of your work. First of all, unafanya acrylic, unafanya oil, unafanya pencil, you do mixed media, you do watercolors. You're all rounded in art. Lakini nataka kujua, when did it start? Like, how did your art journey start?
Okay. So my journey started when I was very little, all the way in class 1. And so basically, this is a primary, and we did have art in the school per se.
Yeah.
But you see, in those lower classes, there's usually like these charts, you know, in class that they used to teach, you know. It's like a tree, this is a tree, this is a house, this is a cow. And we also used to draw those things in the books, right? So my teachers noticed I could draw really well, and so during the weekends, they would give me, you know, a bunch of charts, like, here, draw for us. My whole weekend was spent drawing. And then, you know, come Monday, there it's, you know, my art. Yeah. And maybe when they're feeling generous, they would give me a 10 bob or, you know.
And that was a lot of value.
I was very excited, because, you know, most of the time, like, breakfast, it was just some plain uji or something. So now, you know, in that sense, I even started making money from art.
When you were still small.
So that's how I got into it. And then as you know, I progressed. You know, I joined a school where they used to teach, you know, art, where like they took art quite seriously.
The high school?
This is
way after high school?
Not primary? Even, primary still.
Wow.
And the school is called Rusinga. And from there now I was introduced to, you know, a lot more than just the pencil drawing. You know, now there's now color pencil, there's watercolors. And through those classes, I was able to tap into that potential and, you know, make, you know, like discover this is actually something I'm really good at. And it came, you know, quite easily. So I kept doing it. And, you know,
So after high school, after school, did you progress and did you go to art school?
So I did high school. It was, I did A level. So A level is like basically, if you compare to the 844 system of Kenya, it's like 2 years after high school, right? So A level, there's A level would be like after Form 4, you do 2 more years. And then now maybe if you're doing uni, you join in uni, you have like that advantage. Right? So I did art as a course in high school in A level. So I can say I studied art.
So you studied art.
Yeah.
And does your family support you?
Yes. My family is very supportive of me. They've always been, you know, supportive, always, you know, open to the idea of me exploring further and doing whatever I can, you know, to make it, you know, successful. And
that's really nice, by the way, because you find some family members on Onanga, art does not pay. So they're like,
yes, I think it's like really important because, you know, if you have a family that holds you down and they don't let you explore that talent that you have, you know, art is something that, like, it's a very, very, like, broad field. And, like, you need, you know, somebody who is going to tell you, okay, it's fine, jump into it, you know, learn, discover, you know, you're going to fail, you know, you're going to meet challenges, right? But, you know, as you go through those challenges, you get to learn a lot of things, and, you know, you get exposed to a lot of things, right? And so if you have your family to back you up, you know, you're not going to have a lot of fear and, you know, back out, right? You know, face the challenges, and then they're there for you to
through the challenges.
You.
So I was telling you even before the show that I saw your work, your mixed media. There's this painting that you've done. It's like you've painted and then kuna mtoto ameshikilia hapo, and then they have like this jazz. I saw it on my friend's status, and then that was before even I met you. Then later, now I was looking at your work and then I saw it. So how did you ulifikaje ndo ukafikiria you to do mixed media, because this is very unique. You feel like you paint and then you unaekanga like clothes on top, you put jewelry, you put hair. How did you like ulifikaje hapo so that you can think about doing something so unique?
Okay. So the piece that you're talking about, I call it borderless unity. And it's if I'm not wrong, it's the map of East Africa.
Yeah, the map of East Africa.
And then there's a kid on it. And he's like filled the whole map. You know, he's present in like all the countries, and you know, he's holding onto somebody's hand. So that piece, I call it borderless unity because I was trying to, you know, as artists, you know, there's always, you know, a topic, you know, you're trying to present, to portray a message you're trying to show. And the message I was trying to show in that painting is that we should, you know, be united, right? As East Africans, as people, right? And not just East Africa in general, but as people in general, right? We should not be divided by physical borders, you know, political differences, you know, cultural differences, ethnic backgrounds, right? But rather we should just, you know, be together, love each other, be compassionate towards each other. Because I use the kid there because you in that picture, the kid was like, you know, he was smiling, he's happy, right? He doesn't know any of that. He doesn't feel he belongs, you know, to this specific tribe or to this specific country, right? He just feels he's a member of the community, right? And so why should we raise him to, you know, to feel like, you know, like he's different, you know, from these other people, right? To pull himself away from these other people, right? Instead of just, you know, being, you know,
a
free,
kid.
being a kid,
So it's
you know,
about
just
unity.
loving everybody, unity, right? Yeah. So, so now how I transitioned into mixed media. Mixed media, I feel like it gives me an extra dimension to like express myself, right? And it gives, you know, for me, it brings out like, gives out like this 3D, you know, people call it a 3D aspect, but it kind of brings life to the image. And using mixed media, you can actually do more as far as, for example, say for example, this painting right here. It's a mixed media. I've used paper mache, I've used fabric, I've used acrylic, I've used oil.
So that's what we call mixed media.
That's
you
mixed
mix
media.
Different things.
Yes, yeah. So you use different materials, you know. It can be anything. You know, you can use just
sand.
Recycled. You can use sand. There are pieces where I've used sand, right? So the reason I use mixed media, for example, this is because it allows me to use, you know, real items. Yeah, real items, right?
3D.
Yeah, it looks 3D. Yeah, but at the same time, for example, you can use, say, I'm trying to portray, like, I'm trying to show, like, you know, recycling is important. Instead of, you know, just painting a picture and, you know, painting maybe bags, plastic there.
You can actually, you know, put
can
it
use, there. Yeah, can use, put it there, right? Yeah, sometimes people, they're like, oh, can you draw me with mixed media? Use like a real fabric. I'm like, do you have a special cloth that like you really love and, you know, you want, you know, to immortalize, like just have it in a painting, right? And then I stick it on the painting.
On the cloth,
and then they have, you know, that piece of cloth there, you know. And
you know, see, that's your signature, your signature thing, because nobody can copy it. Even if they copy it, when ulianza, you're the original person. And also something you said about the kid, na macho white because our John dambi. So about this status that I was telling you about my friend, he actually saw your work from an exhibition at Roslyn Mall. So you can actually tell us briefly about that exhibition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the exhibition that's going on there at Roslyn, it's basically it's just
At Wonder.
It's called At Wonder. And it was a free to enter exhibition. It's running for a whole month. It started opened on 9th Saturday, 9th of November. And it's running all the way to December 9th. And so I applied for that exhibition and you know, I got accepted. But since it was a free open exhibition, you know, anybody can you know, apply for it. But I like that initiative of, you know, a space like that providing us artists with such an opportunity. Because as artists, it's like, you know, getting that exposure and getting our work out there. You know, for exhibitions and whatnot, it's usually the hardest challenge. Because, you know, a lot of spaces, maybe if you want to go display there, you have to pay. You know, you have to pay, and you pay good money. Yes.
Like there's a place they tell you pay 23,000 for 3 days. You're like, what?
Yes, like that was like at Village Market. There was an exhibition that was going on there. I think like 2 months ago, like some time ago. It was called Art in the Open. And that exhibition, I think it runs for 3 days. 3 days. And so you pay, you know, 23,000 plus I think there's VAT on top of that. So it comes up to more than 23,000.
With the tax.
So you see, for a small artist, that is a lot of money,
it's a
right?
lot of money.
And during those, it's never guaranteed that you're gonna sell.
It's never guaranteed
that you're going to sell anything. And maybe sometimes, you know, even the work that you're selling, maybe you've priced it at maybe 5,000 or
10,
something. You just want to get something, right?
And they
so
also take commission.
Right, exactly. So even that, even if you make 3 sales, it might not even cover, you know, that money that you put into. Yeah, so that's why, like, I really love the idea of, you know, such spaces, you know, there should be more, you know, like these free exhibitions.
And they don't, and actually they're not even taking
even taking commission. So like, don't know what the ambition, like the goal was, you know, for setting the exhibition, but it's, I would really love to see like such
they should like be more.
Yes,
you know, there should be more of those things.
Like these malls, you know, they have the means, right? They have the space, right? So why not, you know, promote, you know, local artists, local talent, you know?
It should, and then it should be free. Don't charge people, especially the new coming. So now we're going to be going for a very short commercial break, but when we get back, Raphael atatuonesha his amazing work, so stay tuned.